Welcome to grimmyeatworld, and we are going through all the s'mores items that had come out over the summer. Everything but the s'mores. Let's do it. I'm going right in for some M&ms. So, these are the Marshmallow M&ms. It's an interesting sensation. Like it tastes like a cross between like a Rice Krispie treat and an M&M. It's very interesting. All right, well. Now, we've had these before, so this isn't new, but this is a Smoreo. Smoreos are some of my favorites, to be honest. All right, well, I think the first thing I'm going to take down is the S'mores Nothing Bundt Cake. Now, I've had both of these in the freezer since I got them, waiting for this day. So we'll see how these items take to being frozen. All right. And here's what we're looking like. S'mores Nothing Bundt Cake. Let's see what it is. It's pretty yummy. I know I had this before, but I think last time I had this, when was the last time I had this? Was it when I got the box of 13? I think so. Man, this is so much better when you're not like 12 of these deep. Now the center of it definitely has a hole with a little channel of icing. But the thing about it is, the icing does taste a little marshmallowy, and it's so delightful to actually get chunks of chocolate. The chunks of chocolate with that marshmallow flavored icing really just set it apart. I'm truly glad I get to actually appreciate this one this time. Okay. Now, I think we're going to move into the s'mores cookie. Hopefully this is thawed out enough. I guess it probably is thawed out enough if that cake was thawed out enough, right? I miss Crumbl. The one thing I will say is there's definitely a huge difference when you're eating Crumbl warm right out front. It's still a good cookie, but if I only ate Crumbl cookies that were frozen and then thawed out, or maybe it wouldn't even take that, maybe just like a day after Crumbl, I don't think I would have been as hooked, because it definitely loses a lot of pull power, I think. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's definitely still a good cookie. I very much enjoy the cookie, but it just does not hit the same way. Now see that cookie, I should have dipped it in milk. I don't know what I was thinking. Because like, yeah. It's just not, it is not nearly on the level that it is right from the bakery. I'm like kind of taken back. Yeah, I don't think I definitely would have gotten quite as hooked on Crumbl if that's how I was eating them. Okay. Now we'll do some Pop Tarts. Oh, man. Now you know we got to eat them the right way. The only one way to eat Pop Tarts. You just can't match the reward of just all cream Pop-Tart. All frosting, all filling. Unmatched. And the final item, a S'mores Golden Grams Treats. to be honest, there's not a whole lot of s'mores items. I think by the time I went looking around, most of them were gone. And I always have that issue of like, you know, Walmart had s'mores items out, but you know, you have to get a whole pack of whatever they had, the brownies and whatever else they had. So it's like, okay, so now if I get 3 of those, now I'm at 6,000 calories and I'm only eating 3 bakery items. It's just hard to, I wish they would do more variety packs of stuff. It's actually pretty nice, to be honest. It's nicer than I thought it would be. Like the way the Golden Grams really comes through for the graham flavor, but then also has the chocolate chips, the marshmallow bits, and the chocolate bottom. Like it really just has it all. It has it all, and it's just like really nice the way it comes out. This is surprisingly good. All right, well, let's get a couple Oreos in here. It's impossible to dip Oreos with ice. The graham Oreos, the chocolate and marshmallow cream, it all just has a nice pop. And this is probably gonna be my last Oreos for a while. I'm still upset with Oreos over the summer and fall pies. I guess what, the summer and late summer or early fall pie. But these ones are good. Maybe time. This one's broken. It looks like, yeah, there's a little Rice Krispie kind of thing going on in the middle. I guess that's why it kind of tastes like a Rice Krispie. So we got s'mores ice cream. Now, what I was going to do was get the Ben & Jerry's, because now the store, Breyer, that I went to, they now carry Ben & Jerry's. However, I looked at the Ben & Jerry's. Now, the Ben & Jerry's obviously is a pint, which this is significantly more than a pint. So I looked at the pint, and I looked at this, and I really wanted to get the Ben & Jerry's. I know how Ben & Jerry's is very good. I enjoy Ben & Jerry's. But I look on the back of Ben & Jerry's expecting around like 1,000. The pint of Ben & Jerry's s'mores is $12.50. So 1,250 calories for 1 pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I know it does range, and that is definitely on the higher end. But any guesses how much this, which is like 3 pints, how many calories in triple that amount? Huh, you'll never guess. The calories for this, I believe it came out to 1520 or 1530, I believe. So for an extra like 200 calories, I can have 3 pints. Not only that, but I'm pretty sure it was like the same cost too, which is absolutely insane. Straight insanity. However, the only problem is I'm not sure if my stomach can handle this. So it may have been more worth it for my body to just get the small one. With all that Papa John's in me yet. I mean, I still feel good, but but you know, whenever you get full, it kind of, once you're there, you know? All right. Well, this is my first time having this ice cream, so let's see. The thing I do find with Breyers is it always seems very airy. Which explains why it takes a tub the 3 times the size to equal the same amount of calories as the Ben & Jerry's. All right. So I was doing some research, trying to figure out what in the world is going on with my nose that I know I've had problems with eating in the past. And it's hard to find a solution because, you know, the things that I do aren't exactly common activities. So it's hard to kind of gauge what is going on. But I did find a piece that may be the case where when your stomach stretches, it's possible that it can pinch a nerve that can start making your nose react that way. And I've noticed that since I've stopped doing all my training and stuff, I think I may have been more uptight while eating. Because I definitely have a little bit of just, I guess a little bit of inflammation, but like it's not the same. And I'm trying to maintain keeping my body relaxed, which you're supposed to do when you're doing quantity eating. You're supposed to keep yourself relaxed. The more relaxed you are, the more everything just goes better. And I think, I don't know, I'm guessing between all my extra cheat meals that I was doing, making me not really, I don't want to say not look forward to the cheat day, because I always did, but it's like when the cheat day is the cheat day, I don't know, there's just more excitement involved, more energy behind it, more being prepared for it, more ready for it, and it goes so much smoother. But when you're eating every day and it's not a cheat day anymore, it's just kind of another day of eating, but you're doing more eating, it just doesn't have the same power. So I think between getting myself back on track and remembering to relax, I'm feeling much better. I definitely was scared of Papa John's today. Very scared. But it went down pretty easy. Let's see how an Oreo does before I start making a full sundae out of it, because I know the Oreos do go well in milk, so I don't want to screw myself here. I actually like the way that crunch goes with the ice cream. All right. Now we'll do a pocket of M&ms as well. I know M&ms last time I think is what got me with the orange cream. I think the M&ms are what stopped me because those got so incredibly hard in the ice cream. It was unbearable. And I have to be careful of the one side of my mouth still. Yeah, see, it's not bad as far as the sundae goes, but I can just tell that they just get so rapidly hard. I don't think it's worth it. I think it'll mess me up if I do it. I don't think good things will happen if I put M&ms in this ice cream. Oh man, that milk is delicious though. However, the Oreos were nice. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. All right, good. That means I'll be done before midnight. Which really doesn't mean much. The reason I like to be done before midnight is one, because then I can hopefully get to bed. Two, when it saves in my phone, if it's after midnight, it saves when I'm done recording. So I just like to have all of my recordings on the same day. Really, it doesn't do anything, but I don't know. I just prefer it that way. I do gotta be careful. Yeah, because I've definitely destroyed the majority of this half gallon. Now, I know I had a little bit with the Papa John's dessert, but I'm pretty sure it's at least 3/4 of this or more. Ooh. That cold just hurt my teeth a little bit. Ooh. I'm definitely not being careful enough. And it's affecting my teeth. It's unfortunate that I can't mix the M&Ms in. Because like the M&Ms is kind of why I even got the ice cream. Because I thought just eating handfuls of M&Ms would be kind of boring, and it kind of is. It's like, this is kind of why I wanted to just ditch the whole s'mores thing to begin with. It was like, it seemed like a fun idea, but then when I had this stuff, it was just like, it didn't seem like it would be as fun once I saw the stuff I was going to eat. I thought the ice cream would help. But the ice cream really doesn't, I don't know, add enough pop, I guess. Especially not when it hurts teeth. So I'm hoping everyone is digging the new camera angles. I know there was already a vote for if you guys like these camera angles. But I especially need to know on the Uncut channel if you like the like this angle, because right now I think what I'm going to do from now on, as long as I'm doing this camera angle, I'm also doing one that's more like the old style with the widescreen. So on the Uncut channel, I can do either one. I can do this one with more detail or the other one. But since it's the Uncut channel, I don't want it to be cut. So unless YouTube has an option where I can add both of them in and you guys can swap between cameras, I'm only going to use one. I'll look into that because there might be a camera A, camera B option. I know there is on like DVD players. So if there's something I can do on YouTube to add that, and then you guys can pick your own, I will do that for you. But I don't remember seeing that option anywhere, so. So I'm gonna need everyone who's on the Uncut channel to vote whether they like the old school widescreen close up to me where I can touch you, or the one that's a little bit further from me. Because I do think that the one that's further does provide more detail. And my nose is starting to get clogged up, so I may stop early here because I do hate when that happens. Which generally has been the case mostly recently. Trying to relax my body so I can breathe a little bit easier again, because it does seem to help. All right, well, Oreos are gone. Yeah, once the milk's gone, I'm probably just gonna be done, because that milk is like the only thing refreshing. I don't know, I'm having a hard time finding ice cream that is refreshing. Because normally when I eat ice cream at the end of a cheat day, it's like nice and refreshing. And I don't know why ice cream is not hitting the spot for me like that anymore. I guess I can't say that. Last week it did. But yeah, I don't know. I just remember when I would be doing the eating competitions, I would go do an eating competition. I would go around the food festival and eat more food. And then normally later, I would just have the urge to eat ice cream. Maybe I don't know if I had the urge or not. I definitely wanted ice cream earlier when I went to the store, but this is not hitting the spot. It's not too bad, but it's just not hitting the spot. I don't know if it's like too salty or what, but like this is hitting. Like it's so refreshing right now. And this is not refreshing me. And I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know. Don't know what it is. Not hitting the spot. It's definitely hitting the spot more without the Oreos. I think me and Oreos might not get along. I seem to always have problems with Oreos. Always. There's always issues with Oreos, and I don't know why. But this is not refreshing me, so I'm just gonna call it here, because like it should be refreshing and it's not, so I'm gonna be done with it. It's almost 11:30, so I'm just gonna cut it, let my roommate come back. I guess I'll go live. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm definitely going to eat this tomorrow, so I guess I might as well go live, but as for right now, yeah, it's not refreshing, so I'm going to I'm going to drink a half gallon of almond milk because that will be refreshing. So it was a pretty good cheat day. 10,000 calories Papa John's. This would have been, I don't know. I believe with the ice cream, it would have come out to just about 6,000 calories. So this is probably less than 500 calories of M&ms. That's probably, a third of that. So that's probably about 500 calories of ice cream. So I'm going to assume we're in the neighborhood of 5,000 calories here for what I just ate, plus whatever the almond milk, which I never count towards. I always count the almond milk and all of my other stuff towards the total daily calories, but I never count the almond milk towards the meal calories. So I'll get this stuff weighed up, and it's probably going to come out to about 5,000 calories, but I didn't even get to suggest a vote for this meal. That's unfortunate. That's all right. I still did another test on camera testing, so just let me know how you feel about camera A, camera B. And that'll just kind of be the second time. I don't think anybody's going to watch this particular episode, though. The s'mores one, I don't think is going to be a big hit. I feel like it's just not going to work out. I don't think the s'mores was a very big hook. I wanted to do them, but I don't know. The more I looked at them, the less I thought it would be good for anybody. So it is what it is. If you're still here hanging out with me, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. But this episode was definitely kind of just, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go to bed. I do feel better about the Papa John's. Definitely scared me, but I definitely came through that pretty strong. So I guess I'm getting back on track. So that's good. Next thing is get back on track with videos. And hopefully that'll be done by next week, which I'm excited for next week. And I can't wait to see you next week. So, what in the world will I eat next? I already want to eat the ice cream again. Yeah, but I would rather have almond milk. I almost ate the ice cream right there. I don't feel like getting that bowl out, to be honest. I know what I'll do. A 150 grams of ice cream. 150 grams of ice cream. Oh my God. 150 grams of ice cream. We're just going to eat the ice cream because it's 150 grams of ice cream. Yeah, it's just like the flavored portion is just like thick and kind of syrupy. Which doesn't pair well with like this marshmallowy, like airy marshmallowy ice cream. It's almost like if you whipped Cool Whip further until you got like air in it, and I don't know. All right. Honestly, M&Ms just always get old after a very short period of time. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not finishing the M&Ms without milk, so. I'm done for real this time. Got about 500 calories to M&Ms, probably less. I don't know. I know the share bags range from like 1,100 to 1,500, maybe 1,300. Maybe that is an overestimation. So it's probably around like 11 to 12, 13 maybe. But this is probably around 500 or less. So the meal ended up being probably about 5,500 calories, which is fine. And I think Oreos and M&Ms are just going to be on the no-fly list because it just, I don't know, they never pull through, and that's okay. That's okay. So I'll pull out these. The calories will be listed, like I said, probably about 5,500. Aside from that, it's going to be more traditional cheat day style from now on. Except for the few things I do have a specific plan for. But we'll get to that. But we will get to that next time. But until then, what in the world will I eat next? Because there is definitely a lot of like generic sweets and candy and stuff that just like have proven to be upsetting, like Oreos and M&Ms. I mean, I know I don't claim to have pinky up taste or anything, but you know, some of this stuff is just not very good.